So this is my old stomping ground. Spent most of my late teens and early 20s busting out some moves to Everybody's Free by Rosella and stuff like that. This is Mansfield. Club Lexus. Valentino's it used to be. Oh dear, now that was dingy. But enough about my misspent youth. I'm here today to meet up with Andrew, who is a massive Brompton enthusiast. Brompton, if you don't know, is an incredible folding bicycle. And he's kindly invited me over to have a look at some of his collection, maybe have a little ride on a Brompton and see if it is the bike that I'm looking for. Right, this is Andrew.
Hello,
Thank you
Paul.
for inviting me along, Andrew.
Absolute pleasure.
This is what I've come to see today.
Yeah.
A couple of Brompton bikes. Before we get into the story of the Brompton and why you love them and all that kind of thing, the main party piece of the Brompton is
The fold.
the fold, and I just want to get straight into that and just see how quick, how easy it is to do, and just look how compact it is. And it's really lightweight for a bike that it can do pretty much all the same things as a regular full-size bike, can't it?
Yeah. Well, you've seen the sales pitch about them. It's a fold, and it changes the way people move, because you just walk about with it. You hop onto a train, onto a bus. So
take it with you for a coffee in a cafe,
Exactly.
anything. You don't even have to chain it up, do you?
And I think the idea behind it is to change the way people move. It's about the first and last mile of a journey.
Yeah.
Where you live, I don't know how far you are from the local railway station or your tram stop.
15 minutes on a bike.
Exactly. And then you get to the other end, another 10-15 minutes on a bike.
Yeah, no taxis, no
Free,
car
you
park.
paid for it, it's there. So that's pretty much.
It's going to be perfect for a camper van, something like this
Yeah.
as well, where space is at a premium.
But then you go touring on it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'd
Yeah.
love to have a go.
Yeah.
I've been inspired by like Sandy, Wiltshire man, he's
Great
done
bloke.
coast to coast on a Brompton.
I know.
On a 3-speed.
I know.
So he had to push it up a few hills in Settle and things like that. But
I came down to Sheffield from Penistone
yeah,
in last November, I think it was. On a Brompton.
yeah,
Absolutely amazing stuff. But what I will do, I'll show you the unfolding.
come on.
I'll
then,
show you on the
Siak.
green one actually, because this has got different pedals on, which is a bit of a cheat.
Yeah,
So, a full demonstration. I'll stand it in front of me. You stand in front of it like this.
Yep.
First thing you do is fold the pedal down,
okay.
because if that rotates, it can catch on the frame somewhere and scratch
Scratch
the
it.
frame. So your next thing, handlebars up and lock it in.
Yep,
So that's the clamp mechanism. It's a tri-fold.
simple.
That's fold number one. Fold number two we'll do together, but first of all, lift up the saddle.
See?
That mechanism, the way it drops in behind the rear wheel, and that's what locks it all together.
Yeah,
So now the bike's free to unfold, and the second and third movement I do together.
that looked so easy. I didn't see what you did there. That's the problem.
No, you won't do, but what we'll do is I'll show you how to do the reverse now.
Okay,
So the reverse is, I forgot.
that's it. Release
Fold the back wheel under.
That's your stand as well, isn't it?
That's your stand.
Wow.
Position your pedal sort of there.
Yep.
So that's your first fold. Your second part of the fold is there, and there's a hook that hooks onto
Yeah,
the
you
rear
lift that
stay.
over the. Okay.
Drop your saddle.
Just undo that and it falls, doesn't it?
Drop
From what
your-
I've seen.
Drop your handlebars. Flick your pedal up. And the great thing is, you're a city slicker. You go down to the office. You've got your pinstripe suit on. You've got a little bowler hat on.
This is your pinstripe
Yeah,
suit, isn't
yes,
it?
I've got my cycling shoes on. And you get off a train, pick it up, and wander off to the office. And all the muck
is in the inside,
grease,
so you're not getting it all over your
is buried.
posh trousers.
Yeah.
I need to have a go at that.
I've been promoted to cameraman.
Right, let me see if I can remember. First thing is the pedal, which you did something like that.
Yeah, just follow it, yeah.
Does it need to go out of the way or anything?
No, handlebars up now.
Handlebars.
So,
do I just pull it?
No,
the button?
ball of your hand just to get a thumb.
There.
Yeah.
Ah.
That should be off enough. That's
Okay.
it.
Tighten it up. Doesn't have to be mega tight, does it? Just enough to nip it.
Just enough. Right, and don't do it the way I did it. Just lift the front of the bike up and swing. That's it, and swing the front out.
Oh.
No, sorry.
From
Saddle
there.
first.
Saddle first.
See, I've only done it once.
So are these? Can you set these so that you know which
go
side
up
it
a
is?
bit further though. Then you set it when you've done it.
Okay. And then just lift that from here.
Yeah, and just swing it out.
Whoa.
Just get hold of it there. Just lift it so it unhooks. You're almost there. That's it.
I can do it that way.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's it.
And then do that in
Kick
a
it
while.
out at the back.
That's what I should have done. Just picked them
Yeah.
up at the same time.
Then set your saddle height to your hip.
Yeah. What to like there?
Yeah, that will do. Wait, what inside leg have you got?
About 38 inches, I think. No, it's about 31 if I'm buying a pair of jeans.
Right. Gears. Sturmy Archer hub.
Yep.
First, second, third.
Yep. That's the built-in hub into the back wheel.
You have to stop pedalling to change that one.
Okay.
Remember your days of
Yeah.
dragging bikes around
Yeah.
Ollerton. This is your derailleur gear.
Yep.
You can move. They're safe to move when you're not pedalling. It's a fail-safe mechanism.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start
As
pedalling,
soon as you stop it,
it will.
it'll in.
Yeah. So, second gear, minus.
Just get on.
No time like the present.
Oh, it's like a step through as well. Just let me fasten myself up. Up. Whoa.
Yeah, drop it, you buy it.
So doesn't really feel like it's a tiny bike.
No.
Sort of.
That's the next surprise.
It's pretty rapid as well. You'd think that it would. The gearing is.
We've all ridden fold-up bikes, haven't we?
Yeah.
And they're rubbish, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't know what they've done with the gearing, but it's clever stuff. I'm impressed. It's a little bit like. It's more like a road bike than a mountain bike.
Yeah.
Steering's more nimble, obviously, so that's great for going in between buses and getting stuck down tram track rails in Sheffield.
Yeah. It's not often you hear two stout fellows talking about things being nimble.
Yeah, well, I'm like a mountain goat. Oh, that's impressive, that.
What we'll do is we'll put some air in the tyres next, and then, in fact, we'll do that now.
And it stops sharpish as well, doesn't it?
It does. I'll give you this back, and I'll fire the compressor up.
Brilliant. So if I remember correctly, I just need to do that. And then that acts as a stand. But we just need to turn the wheel a little bit.
Yes, there's only 30 psi in it. The thing with bicycle inner tubes is they're made out of, I think it's butyl rubber, which is actually porous.
Okay, so the air does go down,
So it
escapes after a little
it
while.
leaches through.
Yeah.
So it's porous as a material. You inflate it and put that extra weight of being inflated on.
Yeah.
The leach air. So it really is a weekly job. 30 psi again, you see.
This one is the B75.
The B75. So this was a limited edition, manufactured in respect of Andrew Ritchie. He's the guy that invented. Speak of obsessions, you know, he's knocking at the door of 80, I think now, late 70s.
Yep.
He's been obsessive about this since he was 21 years old.
Tell me a little bit. So you're a bit of a, I'm not going to say the word geek, but nut, Brompton nut.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got one or two, and you know a little bit about them, and you clearly look after the bikes as well.
Yes.
And you're very passionate about it. How was this design formed, and what was the need for it, and things like that originally?
The need was the first and last mile of a journey. Commuters, trains, moving around London. Because if you think 1970s...
That's where he lived,
70s,
wasn't it?
Yeah. London, he lived in Brompton, opposite what's called the Brompton Oracle Observatory or something, a church. And he looked out over this building, and that's how he got the name.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, what do I call it? Oh, I'll call it Brompton.
Call it the Brompton.
So this is... And
is it the only... I've seen there's a copy, I think the Dayhon does a similar sort of copy now. Most folding bikes are just two-fold, bifold.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a three-fold, which means it's a lot more compact.
Yes. And the muck folds inside. That's the big thing, especially on public transport.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, are these the only ones that you're guaranteed to take on that tube and stuff like that?
You can take it on
Whereas
the tube.
You can't necessarily take other bikes.
I seem to remember, I first saw these, I worked in London back in 1979, I think. And I can remember getting off the train, going down to do a job down there, and I can remember seeing a bloke with one of these on the platform, and it looked a bit ridiculous, actually.
Do you still get funny looks?
Yeah, and comments.
Yeah.
You know, that's a nice kid's bike you've got. And kids love it, because you ride through a park in Sheffield, most kids have got bikes with either the same size wheel or bigger wheels.
BMX sort of wheels.
And you think, and they associate that us,
Yeah.
old bloke there on a bike, and it's got smaller wheels than mine.
Sorry for putting in a moment ago. You were saying 1979, you were on the platform.
Oh yeah, on the platform in London, and I saw this guy on this. It was Brompton.
Yeah.
And he got off the train, put it up, and rode it down the platform.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd get hung for that now.
What, in 20
thought,
seconds?
Wow, how cool is that? But it looked ridiculous, you know, little wheels and what it was. And that captured my imagination. But then I read something in one of the daily newspapers at work. You know, always had a newspaper at work, didn't you, in those days? And I read about this guy, and I can remember, and the photograph's one that's publicised, you see a lot of now, he's got a white bowler suit on, blacked up with grease and muck, putting these bikes together in his bedroom. Now, I'm an engineer. You've got an engineering background.
Yeah.
So you have this immediate association with anybody it was like that iconic picture of Brunel stood next to that pile of chain by the SS Great Britain. Is that sort of photograph, and that stuck with me. And then I didn't really see or hear much about it. I've had bikes. I've been in the bike store all my life. Still got loads of bikes. I'm not a cyclist.
Yeah, just an enthusiast.
Just a bloke who rides a bike. And
like a lot of people do.
Then I saw one for sale, so I bought it, and it actually changed my life. I've retrofied this. It's not.
Oh, with the old
it's
Sturmy Archer.
Nothing like what I bought. They have different handlebars on, and this is different. And I like the bell and bolt bits on. Make it yours.
Yeah.
An extension of your personality.
Ooh. Little bit high for me, but I can just about reach. So although they're the same bike, it does feel a little bit different.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's the gearing or because I've got the seat a little bit higher maybe. It's like it's got its own personality.
Because they are all exactly the same, frame-wise.
Yeah. Apart from the titanium
structure-wise.
ones are a bit bigger, aren't they? On the
No, well, the tube's a different diameter.
yeah. Same
but it's
design.
It's the same bike.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things I hark on about. You know, I've got the titanium, but you can buy the up-to-date version of this is 950 quid.
Yeah.
Okay, it's bare bones, but it gets you mobile on a brand new Brompton. That's what Wiltshireman rides. He's got the A-line.
Yeah.
And he goes camping on it.
Yeah, I
I've
know.
been camping on this. Right, we'll go around the box, shall we?
Yeah. Do I need a helmet?
No, I've already got it on.
Feels like that this is more of a leisurely experience on
Yes.
a bike like this, then it.
Yeah.
You're not like rushing to get anywhere.
No, I mean they do the Brompton World Championships,
Yep.
and that's a world event. So everybody that enters, sorry, I might let you know where we're going next time.
Yeah.
Everyone that enters the Brompton World Championships is actually an international athlete
Okay.
because it's an international sporting event. We'll go all the way to the bottom, I think.
No problem.
Then we'll go up a hill.
I brought my helmet. Should have put it on considering I've not been on a proper bike in a long period. I'll get told off in the comments.
Yeah,
But, you know, we never had helmets when we were kids, did we? We were on our choppers and stuff like that.
it's a two-edged sword. On a little ride like this, I don't generally wear a helmet. It's the debate. It's one of those debates we should never have really, because we're going to go right here, I'm sorry Paul.
That's no problem.
You know, it's all personal. On an e-bike, yeah, I wear the helmet every time.
You're going a bit quicker.
But this, it's just, pedestrians don't wear a helmet.
No,
What we're doing different?
This is like jogging speed, isn't it? The difference is though, we're on the road, I suppose.
Only a bit. I don't ride on the road. There's
Psychopaths.
a bit of road here to the island, and then we're on pathway.
Okay.
Take it at 45 degrees.
Because of the little wheels.
Yes, it'll flip you off.
Here we go, cycle path. So I'm not going to give anyone any ideas of how many Bromptons you've got, but for me, I've got lots of tents and they're all very different. They've got different sort of use cases to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Do you buy them because they're all a little bit different and they do things differently, or
Yes,
could you just
very much so.
Yeah.
Yes. Very,
So like the titanium one, do you notice the performance difference with it being lighter weight, or?
what I notice is I don't hurt myself getting on a train anymore,
Yeah.
because I'm not a young lad, and well, you'll have a go on it in a minute. It is so different for travelling.
Yeah.
It's amazing. On and off trains, but they're all different.
And what about maintenance? So like I know the internal hubs are.
They're maintenance free basically.
Yeah. They don't really get a lot of dirt and grime in them, do they?
No. But it's just your general bike maintenance. We go next left.
Yep. Bit of lube every now and again,
Yeah,
and a clean.
yeah. I do the odd maintenance video actually.
Yeah, I've seen. In fact, I saw you preparing this one.
Yeah. Big holes in the road. You feel every hole on one of these.
Yeah. But you're doing a road bike.
Yes.
Not quite as much, but you still feel it. You know, it's not like a full suspension mountain
keep
bike,
going.
is it? Cocked
No.
up there because I'm in wrong gear now. That beast.
Did you get the rumble of the V8 there?
Yeah.
I used to be a petrol head, you know.
Did you?
Now I'm a battery head.
Okay.
The electric car. This bit of a slope, when you've been out all day, is an absolute killer.
Oh. Yeah. I've just changed down or up, whichever
Yeah.
it is. So believe it or not, I'm puffing and panting more on this than hiking. Totally different type of cardiovascular.
Yes,
And you're using the big muscles really well, aren't you?
yes. But as a bike ride, your first time out for a while, that's far enough.
Yeah, I guess so. Feels like it. Bit of Nottinghamshire hospitality. Thank you. So are you Notts lad, born and bred?
Ish. I'm Cropwell Bishop.
Yeah.
And Norfolk.
Okay. Born?
No, born Cropwell Bishop.
Okay.
Spent my school holidays in Norfolk, North Norfolk. The folks moved to Bolsover.
Yep.
When I was
I lived in
11.
Bolsover for a bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
Went to school in Bolsover.
Welbeck Road.
Out to Moorfield.
Yeah.
Went to college at Clown. Got my job at Metal Box in Sutton. Moved to Shirebrook. Fantastic place to live. I bet Ollerton was the same in those days.
Yeah, it was a thriving
Yeah.
pit community.
No.
Everybody knew people.
Yeah.
Your dad knew everybody walking down the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he doesn't.
Nobody did dirty on each other.
No. Well.
Well, Saturday night's different.
Yeah.
But they didn't. And Shirebrook was the same community. Then I met Sarah, came here.
Yeah.
Still here. Spent some time in France. Love France. Sarah and I, we had our marital home in France.
Yeah.
Absolutely, living life every day.
But I think that's the
Living.
important thing.
Yeah.
We were saying earlier on, weren't we, that you start acting old,
Mm.
you get old. This is definitely, you're not acting your age here, are you, to be honest with you?
I aspire to be a teenager.
Again.
I'm going to be 13
with
next
your
year.
With your 16-inch wheels, these
Yeah.
aren't they? This is like
Yeah.
a young teenager's BMX
Yeah.
size.
I'm even getting the head to match the tyres on this one.
Okay.
Although I'm probably a bit behind my mate here. But
Yeah, he's having a go at me again. That's twice now.
yeah.
So this is the titanium version. Titanium?
Yeah.
Titanium. Let's have a look.
Right, the pedal on here.
I'm just going to lift it first, see how heavy it is. Whoa. Well, I'm not joking. I've got one finger. I can get little finger. I didn't drop it.
Cool,
But
innit?
little finger is holding a bicycle. That e-bike I've got, honestly, I can't. It is a HGV job just to get it in the shed.
And that's a heavy one. That's a T-line. That's a heavy one.
Yeah.
Because it's got the rack on it. I put the Schwalbe Marathon Plus tyres. They're
Yep.
heavy, but they're so blooming bulletproof, puncture-proof. I put a standard Brompton saddle on because it's more comfortable than the super lightweight saddle, which weighs about the same as a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
So it's a heavyweight, lightweight Brompton.
That looks weird. Come on then, you're going to have to explain that. Is that
Right.
magnetic or something?
Yeah, give it a tug.
Wow.
Slot it into the good shove, bit of rotation probably.
Probably got it
On
all
the
way. Oh, there
that's
you go.
it. That's
Yeah.
in. And face me with the bike.
Oh, with the bike. Handlebars
All the way around.
that way. Seat again first.
No,
Different on this one, is it?
no.
Handlebars first.
Yes. Cooking with gas now.
Do I need to give it a little
Yep.
pump again? There we go. So this is a very slightly different mechanism, not much though. I love that. It
Yeah.
feels just better. The time.
Yeah.
You're paying for it though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Seat this time?
See it this time.
Yeah, everything is. I'll take it up high just so
Yeah.
it's not in the way. And then the easiest way is just to do it in a wanner, isn't
Yes. Just like that.
it? Although I never.
Never use your foot.
Pardon?
That's it. Use your foot like that.
Yeah.
Then that will click into place. Then
Yeah.
you do that one up.
Look at that. That's unreal.
So again, because I'm me, I've had to modify that, and that has actually got a standard Brompton crank set
Yeah.
because I can lower the gearing to suit my riding needs. But out of the factory, it comes with a carbon crank
Yeah.
set, which costs eons, loads of money. Gears, pretty much the same. 3-speed hub. Put it in a second. 3-speed hub, and you've got 4-speed
Four.
derailleur.
Okay.
Right, go and fill your boots.
Does this make it's a 12 speed then?
Yeah.
Wow. Just if you are watching this one, Joe,
When's your birthday? You did mention your birthday, didn't you?
it's March.
Is it what date?
It's my 50th year, isn't it?
Is it what date's your birthday? What date?
17th.
Mine's 29th.
Yeah.
So that's now 2 sets of viewers probably that know when our respective birthdays are.
Yeah.
So letterbox should be pretty full that day.
Oh yeah. Actually, that saddle feels nice. Don't know if it's just altered a different angle or something.
Yeah.
That's different again.
I'm into the sun, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's different again, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can see why now. Why you need more than one. Or why you... not need more than one. That's a bit harsh. Why you want more than one. I can see why you would like something like this.
Yeah. It's like you were saying on your video the other day, probably one of your more recent ones, about probably yesterday actually, about tents and how you want to be comfortable in a tent.
Yeah.
But look at the choices of tents you've got, and you're going to pick the one that's suitable on the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm the same with this. And okay, the basic price of this is probably starts at the top end price of a tent, 950 quid for the most basic Brompton.
But basic Brompton, that's with a steel frame.
Yeah, that's the A line, which is essentially the
Similar
same as that.
This one here.
Yeah.
And you know, there's not a huge amount of difference between that and the 6-speed one. The Explore, that one is it called?
Yes. Yeah.
And other than the gearing system,
the frame's exactly the same. The frame is made by the same people on the same jig stuff. But the reason I bought this, and I go to Brompton Junction in London, Covent Garden, and those guys are absolutely fantastic in there. They're not there to sell you anything. They're there to make sure you're right.
Didn't they?
Well, no, it sells itself.
Does it?
And I've ridden this down there a few times, and I went across Waterloo Bridge.
Beautiful.
And that's 4 lanes of traffic. I picked it up like that.
Yeah. Didn't even have to
pick it up like that.
Yeah.
Ran across the road, Waterloo Bridge, put it down, and went back to the shop. Like that. And bear in mind, this is a heavyweight T-line Brompton because I put heavy bits on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I bought it.
Do you mind me saying how much these cost? Well,
No, I don't mind at all.
Well, that's.
Do you know how much they cost?
Entry level's about 4,200 or something, is it? £4,200 for a T-line?
I actually don't know. I think it's knocking at the door of £5,000.
Yeah.
Is it? It could be 4,000.
I'll put it on the screen what the entry level is for the T-line one. But this is the 12-speed. Not all 12-speed, are they?
No.
And then there's one that's in between, which is
4-speed
P-line.
P-line,
which is some titanium parts and then steel frame.
Again, it's my Olympic Editions P-line.
Yeah.
That's a 12-speed. My electric arc is a 4-speed.
Yeah.
P-line, which is a whole different ball game. That'll be another video another day. And it's what they are. But again, you know,
that's car money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or, man, I think, like you say, I know people that pay £5,000 for 10 nights all inclusive in Greece or whatever it would be. Might be for a family of 4 or whatever it would be, but that's over within 10 days.
And you have the memories, which is great. And you've done it. You've bought the experience.
But you can go camping in Edale for a fortnight for a lot cheaper.
You can.
And have one of these.
Yeah.
And it still have a resale value at the end of it if you need to.
Yeah. And you could actually go camping in Edale, and if you wanted to,
this year, darling.
if you want to make an expensive camping holiday, you can eat spam.
Yeah. Right, quick question. So if I was to get a Brompton, I would want to be using it for some sort of bikepacking. What are the options for when it comes to bags and stuff like that? And don't want to go into too much depth, but I've seen this big lump on the front there.
Just bear with me.
And I know that it is like some sort of luggage thing.
That is a Brompton tea bag.
Yep. Waterproof?
No.
No.
Showerproof.
Okay.
Has a rain cover.
Yeah, okay.
Tucked away in there.
You can get waterproof ones though, can't you?
You can. The newer bags are waterproof.
Yeah.
I don't have them because I don't actually like them.
Yeah, okay.
Because guess what colour they are?
Grey.
It's bad enough having black ones. That's a Brompton basket. That's cool because you just open that up and you can just
put your shopping in it and stuff. Because you can take your bike in the Tesco's.
Yeah, well, I do. Well, I do sometimes, especially down in London. You just put your groceries in there, whatever. It self closes.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah, so that's a cool little bag.
How do they fit? You're going to have to open the bike again now, aren't you? Only the front.
No, we'll get it up and then...
Yeah. Never get sick of seeing that, do you?
I've only just learned how to do it.
What, the whole thing? Don't believe you. That's it. That's locked.
That's on.
Not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
And you could put your tent in, you could put your...
It's...
You're better off with the heavier stuff on the front, I've heard, on Bromptons, is that correct? Or
I actually like to balance a bike,
Yeah.
so I have a bag
one on the
that
rack,
goes
yeah.
on the rack, a Vincita bag, which is an amazing bag. I've done a video, it's upstairs though, that is.
Yeah.
Because I like to be able to pick it up there.
Yeah, and then it not be
Yeah.
rocking one way,
Yeah.
way or the other.
Something really funny happened to me in London when I went down early in the year. I've got my Vincita bag on the back, I also have a bag on the saddle, and I've got my tea bag on the front, because I went down for nearly a fortnight. And I came out the wrong door at St Pancras and had to go up some stairs. No, go down some stairs.
With a fully loaded bag, bike.
So I just picked it up like that, and it went.
Okay.
And this little Chinese girl helped me sort it all out. And I felt so guilty because she was ever so slight.
Yeah.
And
she's picking you in a Brompton.
She's rescuing me on the bike. I thought, well, that's really cool. She's a lovely little girl, young lady. But yeah, I think this is probably 25 litres.
Yeah.
I think.
Perfect.
But the new ones are waterproof. I'd have a waterproof
I think
bag.
I'm sold.
I think if you have any remote interest in bike camping, cycle camping, or whatever they call it these days, you've got to be sold.
Yeah.
Once you have the vision of what you can do, where you can go, and how you can adapt it and use it in your life, and same as I use
like
it in
I said,
mine.
I don't want it for going across the bridge of Mamtor,
No.
or the edges of Kinderscow, or up in the Lake District, in the mountains.
No.
I want it for going in between them. I want it for cycling through the Yorkshire Dales and lower land camps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Travelling distances that would take a lot longer on foot.
Yeah.
So you can fit it in the tent with you, you can carry all your stuff on the bike.
For me,
it's just something different to what
for me, I
do
go
as
to
well.
Tesco Land, which is less than a mile and a half away, Oak Tree Lane, right? I can go in, I can jump in that and go.
Yeah. But why would you when you can
Well,
do
you
that?
don't need to.
Yeah.
Just hop on this. And do you know what? It's quicker, and there's no looking for a parking spot near the door.
Right. Massive thank you, Andrew, for showing me around.
Been an
Letting
absolute
me-
pleasure.
Let me have a play as well on these lovely bikes. He's twisted my arm, so I will be coming away with one. You'll have to watch another video to see which one I've bought though. Anyway, that's it for this one. Make sure to check out Andrew's videos. I will put a link in the description again. And I'll see you tomorrow.